Yes and no questions. Content, yes, no questions. How to form yes and no questions. بهيدا الدرس اليوم رح نتعلم ال yes وال no questions. رح نتعلم كيف نعمل ال yes or no questions وكيف نشكلهم. Rules. Rule number 1. What are yes, no questions? Yes or no questions are questions whose expected answer is either yes or no. هدول الأسئلة الجواب المتوقع تبعهم هو يا أما yes يا أما no. How to form yes, no questions. كيف منشكل ال yes or no questions. Rule number 2. If the main verb of the sentence is to be linking verb, simply invert the subject and the verb. إذا كان المين verb الverb الأساسي هو verb to be يعني I am, you are, they are. بكل بساطة أنا I invert يعني بعاكس، بدل ما بلش الجملة بالsubject بلش الجملة بالverb to be. Examples. He is a teacher. Is he a teacher? What did I do here? I did not start the question with the subject he, but I started the question with the verb is. مثل ما منلاحظ هون وأنا عم بسأل السؤال، أنا ما بلشت الجملة اللي أنا عم بسأل فيها السؤال بالسبجكت، أنا عكست، استعملت الverb بعدين السبجكت. Yes he is, no he isn't. دايما لما بجاوب على yes or no questions بيكون الجواب بالفعل يلي أنا سألت فيه السؤال. أنا سألت السؤال هون is بيجي الجواب yes he is أو no he isn't. They are Lebanese. Subject هو they والفعل هو are. I'm going to invert. بدي عاكس. Are they Lebanese? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Rule number 2, application. Change these sentences into question form. Make yes and no questions. Provide answers. بدنا نطبق الرول number 2 يلي هلا حكينا عنه. The school is open today. School is my subject. Is verb to be. يعني أنا فيني أسأل السؤال في. Is the school open? I inverted. بلشت بالفعل بعدين بالسبجكت. Yes it is. دايما برجع بعيد بجاوب بالفعل اللي أنا سألت فيه السؤال. The waiter was not rude. rude يعني بلا تهذيب والويتر يعني الجرسون. Was the waiter rude? أنا هون كمان استعملت verb to be بس هالمرة بالpast tense was. No he wasn't. ليش اجى الجواب no؟ لأنه أنا بالجملة الأساسية تبعيتي عندي not rude. الجملة بالنيجاتيف form. Rule number 3. If the sentence includes a main verb and a helping verb, auxiliary verb, invert the subject and the helping verb. إذا الجملة فيها فعل أساسي وحد الفعل الأساسي في فعل مساعد أو auxiliary verb، أنا I invert بنفس الطريقة بعاكس، بس هالمرة السبجكت بيقص الفعل بالنص لأنه الفعل مركب من فعلين، مركب من auxiliary أو helping verb plus المين verb. Examples. She can speak Spanish. Can is an auxiliary verb. Speak is the main verb. Can she speak Spanish? Is it she وقصت الكان والspeak بالنص اجت بيناتهم. Yes she can. No she can't. كمان هون أنا جاوبت على اليس والنو بالفعل يلي أنا سألت فيه السؤال. I have got 2 sisters. Have is a helping verb. Got is the main verb. Have you got 2 sisters? Yes I have. No I haven't. You قصت بالنص الهاف والgot. أنا عملت inversion. I inverted. You should eat healthier. Should is an auxiliary verb. Should you eat healthier? Yes, you should. No, you shouldn't. Rule number 3, application. Change these sentences into question form. Make yes and no questions provide answers. هلأ هون بدنا نطبق الرول number 3. John can read. John is my subject. Can is an auxiliary verb. Read is the main verb. Can John read? Yes, he can. No, he can't. كمان هون John إجا بالنص بين can و read. We will join. Will we join? Yes, we will. No, we won't. كمان هون will هي helping verb للfuture اجت بالنص وقصت الفعل will join we السبجكت. Rule number 4. If the sentence includes a verb which is not the verb to be and doesn't include an auxiliary verb, the transformation is more complex. إذا الجملة فيها فعل أساسي بس هيدا الفعل منه verb to be ولا فيه auxiliary أو helping verb، هون شوي لما بدي أسأل السؤال بدي يكون صعب. عندي كذا rule. If the verb is in the present tense, add either do or does and put the main verb in its base. إذا كان الفعل بالpresent tense بستعمل يا do يا does وبرجع الفعل لأساسه. Form. Do if the subject is I, you, we, they, or any plural noun. And does if the subject is the third person singular, he, she, it, or any singular noun. بستعمل do أنا عم بسأل السؤال إذا كان عندي pronouns I, you, we, they لأنه جمع أو حيلا noun بالجمع مثل books مع s. وبستعمل does إذا كان السبجكت تبعي third person singular يلي هو he, she, it أو أي noun singular ما عنده s مثل book. Examples. I like sweets. Like is the present tense. I is plural. مشان هيك do you like sweets؟ أنا استعملت do لأنه I is plural وحطيت أساس الفعل تبع like. Yes, I do. No, I don't. كمان هون جاوبت على السؤال بالفعل يلي أنا بلشت فيه السؤال. They go to a high school. Do they go to a high school? Yes, they do. No, they don't. هيدول ال two examples هن plural. He hates basketball. hates عنده s لأنه بالpresent tense وهي singular. مشان هيك أنا مجبورة استعمل does وبدي أرجع حط hates لأساس الفعل وهو hate. Does he hate basketball? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Nancy reads a lot. reads أخذت S لأن نانسي singular. Does Nancy read a lot? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Rule number 2. If the verb is in the past tense, add did and put the main verb in its base form. إذا كان الفعل الأساسي تبعي بالpast tense أنا بحط did ومن بعد did بيجي الفعل على البيس تبعه مثل العادي. أنا بالpast tense ما بدي أتلهم السنجولر أو البلورال لأنه did بستعملها لاتنين للسنجولر وللبلورال. Examples. He discovered the truth. Discovered is in the past tense. Did he discover the truth? Did أخذت ال ED تبع discovered وحطيت بعدين discover بالبيس تبعها بلا ed. Yes he did. No he didn't. She wrote a nice essay. wrote هو الباست tense تبع write وهون كمان did she write a nice essay? Yes she did. No she didn't. They did the homework. هون منلاحظ انه نقلنا هلا من السنجولر للبلورال. It did, the base of the verb is do. Did they do the homework? Yes they did. No they didn't. Rule number C. If the verb is in the future tense, add will and put the main verb in its base. الwill هي تاخد نفس الطريقة مثل auxiliary verbs أو helping verbs. He will go to university in 3 years. Will he go to the university? Yes, he will. No, he won't. They will buy a new car next year. Will they buy a new car? Yes, they will. No, they won't. Which means I can ask the question using will. Rule number 4, application. Change these sentences into question form. Make yes and no questions. Provide answers. هلا بدنا نطبق الرول نمبر 4 يلي نحنا فسرناه من شوي. He reads every day. He is singular. Reads is the present tense. أخذ S لأنه he singular. Does he read every day? الأس بدها تاخدها does وبدي أحط أساس الفعل. Does he read every day? Yes he does. No he doesn't. The printer broke. broke هو ال past tense. برجع بعيد قلنا إذا عنا past tense بنستعمل did وبنحط ال base of the verb. Did the printer break? Yes it did. No it didn't. We want more money. Want is the present tense. Do you want more money? Yes we do. No we don't. She had a smile on her face. Had هو ال past tense تبع have. Did she have a smile on her face? Yes she did. No she didn't. The boss noticed the mistake. Noticed is the past tense تبع notice. I have to use did. Did the boss notice the mistake? Yes he did. No he didn't. To review the lesson, if I have verb to be, or I have an auxiliary verb, or a helping verb, or will, I can ask the question using these verbs. إذا أنا عندي بالفعل verb to be أو auxiliary verb مثل can, should, would, could, will, have, had أنا بقدر استعملهم تحتى لي اسأل السؤال. Nevertheless, if the main verb does not include a helping verb or an auxiliary verb, I have to watch the tense of the verb. If the tense is present, I use do for the plural and I use does for the singular, and then I put the base of the verb. If the main verb is in the past tense, then I use did and I put the base of the verb. إذا كان الverb الأساسي هو ما فيه auxiliary verbs أو verb to be أو helping verbs، أنا بدي دايما أطلع إذا كان الverb بالpresent tense أو بالpast tense. إذا كان بالpresent tense بستعمل does للsingular، برجع بحط أساس الفعل، وبستعمل do إذا كان plural وبحط أساس الفعل. وإذا كان بالpast tense الماضي تبع الباست تنس بتاخده did وبرجع بحط أساس الفعل.
كان معكم دكتور أناون. بشوفكم الفيديو الجاي. See you.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.